United States Senator Dr. Bill Cassidy. Hey, Dr. Bill, welcome back to KEEL. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Excellent, thank you, sir. A busy day for you today as you are in Shreveport and surrounding area. Let's run down a couple of your appearances. First of all, you're speaking this morning at one of the library branches, the one on Burt Coons, and you're talking about, what's it, Grow with Google. What is that all about? What do you tell folks?
Yeah, so let's face it, if our economy is going to grow, if we're going to be dynamic, it's going to be because small businesses start and become big businesses. When I'm in a town hall meeting, I like to say that somebody in here has a child or grandchild who's going to become a billionaire. Isn't that great? We all hope it's ours, but along the way, they'll create jobs for tens of thousands of people. So we're having a Google conference, if you will, for that small businesswoman, small businessman who wants to use the tools that Google has online to both promote and analyze, grow their business. We're having a Google conference. Folks from Google will be there to show how to do this. Again, it's at the Shreve Memorial Library at Hamilton and South Caddo.
It's at 9:30 this morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, then you are off to my high school alma mater, Loyola College Prep. It was Jesuit when I went there, and if you managed to work me into the speech, that would be great. In fact, if you staunch, constitutional, conservative, and brilliant communicator Robert J. Wright, I can email that to you later.
Please don't do that.
You're going to be speaking.
They told me to look for the place where, it was faded as if there was a portrait up there and they'd taken it off.
You're going to be talking to the Prep AP Government and Politics group, the students there. What do you say to them? But maybe more importantly, as you do this a lot, what is sort of the lay of the land, if you will, between 16, 17, 18-year-olds across the state when it comes to their view of politics?
Those 18-year-olds don't realize it, but I was once their age. And believe it or not, they'll be my age. They are the future of our country. And every generation has the responsibility to pass the baton to the next. So when they're my age, one of them might be the senator speaking to a group who is 18 years old, never thinking they would be my age or now the person's age. And they will once again pass that baton. It happened with us. It will happen with them. So that's my kind of joy, is to go around the state periodically speaking to groups like this, young folks of college or high school age, speaking to them about this opportunity, this obligation. I'll take their questions. As a rule, no matter what the high school class, they believe in fairness. They think that folks should have the opportunity to make their own decisions in life, to go forward and enjoy the fruits of their labor. They want that opportunity. Probably they'd rather be at the Google conference than listening to me. And they're always optimistic. I'm always encouraged when I speak to groups like this.
Senator Cassidy, let's talk politics just a minute. Don Trump Jr. in the state today, the president here Friday. Did you help encourage him? I know Senator Kennedy's been talking to him. This is really, the Republicans are real happy about this. I'm sure you'll be front and center, right?
Absolutely. So I was with Mike Pence when he was down in southeast Louisiana this past weekend. We spoke about the president coming in. So the president called me as I was going down for an engagement reception in Metairie. And my daughter was in the car with me. She goes, "This is pretty cool. The president's calling." And he said, "Listen, Mike Pence had returned from New Orleans area and had spoken to him about perhaps coming to Louisiana. What did I think?" I said, "Mr. President, come. We'd love to have you." And so they're on their way, and I'm very pumped about it.
They're not really picking a candidate, though. They're just trying to rally Republicans, correct?
That's true, and I would say Republicans as well as those who kind of believe in the Trump agenda. Can we have an agenda which focuses on the working guy who can, working gal, who maybe under the Obama years didn't do as well, under this president is doing great, with full employment, wage growth, more opportunity, and that's what he's speaking to.
Dr. Bill, speaking of the president, let's talk about the quote-unquote impeachment inquiry on the House side for a second. I saw this past weekend that Mitch McConnell on the Senate side, on your side, said, you guys can do whatever you want. it's not going anywhere if it ever comes to the Senate. What's your take on the whole thing, and what is the mood of the Senate as they watch the House do this?
So, a lot of this is broken since I've been back in the state for a week. But when you look at what happened, you might say the appearance of it is a poor judgment, but you're not quite sure that it's an impeachable crime. Indeed, it doesn't seem impeachable at all. And it seems like when Nancy Pelosi just said, do an impeachment inquiry, as opposed to having a vote of the whole Congress, has really lowered the bar of what it takes to impeach a president. So that's dangerous. In the future, you have a president of one party, a speaker of the other. Pelosi's just lowered the bar. My gosh, no future president will feel secure if a conversation can be taken, and that phone conversation now is grounds for impeachment. So I think I am concerned about our democracy, and again, this lowering of the bar of what it takes to impeach.
Don't mean this to sound as cynical as it may. I certainly don't mean it that way. Do you take Mitch McConnell at his word when he says, you guys can do whatever you want over there? It's going to die, and die quick on the Senate side. You buying that?
I can tell you that unless something comes up far more than what they have now, it should die. Because right now, that phone conversation seems thin ground for an entire impeachment inquiry. And the left has been going after the president since he got elected. They hate it. They disagree with the vote of the American people. They want to overturn it, and they're trying to set the stage to overturn it in 2020. Now, it's democracy. You put up your best candidate. The other side puts up the best candidate who wins. But to kind of this continued sort of investigation process to attempt to overturn an election, I just don't think is good for our democracy.
Senator Cassidy, if you need a handler Friday night when the president is in Lake Charles, I know a guy who would be happy to accompany you.
I'm ready to go. The helicopter. The helicopter could pick me up here on the way. I'm not all that much into being on time either. Listen, I know you're going to be there. It's going to be an amazing evening. Thank you once again for joining us.
Hey, thank you both.
101.7 FM, 710 KEEL.